Guys, this is the video for finding the area of a parallelogram. And if we take a look at our I can statement, it says I can find the area of a parallelogram by using the formula A equals B times H. And we will talk about in just a second what that exactly means. So first, let's look at this rectangle right here. And I want to find the area of a rectangle. Now, guys, one thing we need to know is a rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay, parallelograms, the definition of a parallelogram is any figure with four sides, okay, and with two sets of parallel sides. Okay, so if we look at this line right here, this is parallel with this line, and they're also equal to each other. And then this line right here, this is parallel with this segment right here. Okay, and they are the same length. So this is a parallelogram. Okay, but it's a special parallelogram because it has four right angles, which is why it's a rectangle. Now, if I wanted to find the area of this rectangle, as most of us should know by now, to find the area of this rectangle, we're just going to do base times height. We're going to take 12 and multiply it by 6. So 12 times 6 is going to equal my area. And it's going to be 72 inches squared. Okay, and I'm done. I already figured out the area of this rectangle. Now, this is exactly what you're going to do when you're finding the area of a parallelogram. Okay, you're using the same formula. Area equals base times height. Now, but this is when we use this type of parallelogram that we're used to calling parallelograms. Okay, now with this type of parallelogram though, we want to be sure that we use our base. It's still the same base. It's still the length of the bottom or even the top. They're the same length. But now the difference is the height has to be perpendicular to the base. So it has to be this line coming straight down right here. Perpendicular. It could be coming down right here as well. Okay, as long as it's perpendicular. This height is the same as this height. The height is not this slanted edge right here. Okay, this is called the slant height, and the slant height is not what we want. Okay, this will not work in the formula. We have to use the height that goes straight from the top to the bottom in a perpendicular angle. Okay, at a 90-degree angle. Okay, now, so let's take a look at an example like this. So I want to find the area, and I have a parallelogram with a 4-inch height, 8-inch base. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did for my rectangle. I'm just going to take my base here, 8 inches, okay, and I'm going to multiply it by my height, 4 inches. And then 8 times 4 is 32 inches squared. Remember, when we find the area, we always have our square units, okay, because we're multiplying inches times inches, which is inches squared. So 32 inches squared, and I'm done. There's my area for this parallelogram. Pretty simple. So let's look at two more examples, and that's going to be it for this video. So, did I skip one here? Just double check. Nope, we didn't. Okay, cool. So, I need to find the area of this parallelogram. Okay, now I'm given three different measurements. I'm given this slant height right here is supposed to be 7 inches. Okay, the height of the parallelogram is 6 inches, and my base is 9 inches. Okay, so I know that my area equals just base times height. Okay, so I know it's my base, 9 inches, times my height. I have to look, is my height going to be this slant height of 7 inches, or is it going to be this height that is perpendicular to my base of 6 inches? And I hope you are saying that it is 6 inches, okay, because it is. Now, we don't, this 7 inches right here, this was just put there to throw us off, okay? The only purpose of someone writing that 7 inches is just to confuse you, to make you wonder which height do you use, okay? Always use the perpendicular height to the base. So 9 times 6, that's all we have to do. Okay, so 9 times 6, and that is going to be 54, and it is inches squared. I'm done. Simple multiplication. Let's look at one last problem, and then we're going to be done with this. Okay, now my parallelogram's going a slightly different direction. Okay, let's see, it gives me my top base instead of the bottom, but this length right here is the exact same length as this, so that works. So I know its area equals base times height. So I'm still going to do 9.3 times whatever my height is, and it looks like my height right here is already given for me, which is 3.2. So 9.3 times 3.2, and I'm going to be done. And these are both centimeters, so I already know my answer has to be centimeters squared. And let's do multiplication real quick here. Let me switch colors for this. Let's go. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 9, 18. put my placeholder down. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 9, 27. I'm left with 6, 17. Bring out my 1, 9, 2, 1. 2 numbers after the decimal, so I'll move it over 1, 2. And the area of this parallelogram is 29 76/100 centimeters squared. And I'm all done, you guys. That's it. That's all we're going to be doing for this whole entire lesson. Okay, so just to recap, the area for a parallelogram is the same thing as a rectangle. It's just base times height. And remember that when we're looking at base times height, we are always going to be looking at the height that is perpendicular to the base. So it's a straight line from the top of the parallelogram to the bottom, and not the slant height. Okay, and we're just going to multiply that by whichever base we have, either the bottom or the top, because they are the same. All right, I hope this helped, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.